Now we got to get into a little bit of the So New England segment, as I like to call it.
New England segment.
The So New England segment.
Can you say it one more time just like that?
Yeah.
Just like that.
So New England. Oh.
It does have a ring. It has a ring to it.
Work in progress.
Yeah, my producer over here, Vin, does not like that I say the So New England segment. He thinks it's too cheesy for him.
Too many sounds. Yeah. It's so New England segment. That's what I'm hearing from him.
There's something better out there. We just haven't thought of it yet.
Yeah. Well, that's why we keep him behind the camera.
Yeah.
I'm only teasing.
And he's the best looking one. Why doesn't he
He
get on?
is. That's what I say.
Dashing man.
Okay, so we have 6 beautiful states here in New England, and I would like to know, since you are so traveled between your career and where you're raised, although it is just New York, and typically here in New England, we don't like New Yorkers, but you know, we've adopted you. We've adopted you at this point.
Since the Red Sox won, I think it's become a joint. A little bit of a joint, unless you're an old Sox fan or Jets fan or somebody like that. But
how could you even be a Jets? Okay, anyways,
Those people need hugs.
I would like to know if you were able to add another state or country, even if it's just a city, if you could add it to New England, what would it be?
That's a tough one, but let's say Canada. It's right here, right in our backyard. Let's bring in Canada. I mean, I know it's big, but
all right,
some great people from that area. People love Toronto, Montreal, and all Quebec, and love the places up there.
Never been before myself personally. So
yeah, me either.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
I've never been
Let's bring
there.
Canada in.
No, I know. I have friends and family that have family and friends up there.
Yep.
But I've met a lot of Canadians and seem to be good people. I've been to Alaska 6 times. And
oh wow!
A lot
Okay.
of Canadians up there. Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm a big fisherman. Love fishing.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Yes.
King salmon and halibut. It's some of the best eaten.
That was one of the things that you offered, right, at your foundation at the gala. One of your wasn't it a fishing experience?
Yeah, out here though.
Yeah, that one was out here,
Yeah,
but
out
still,
here.
I remember you talking about your love for fishing.
It's a long trip.
Yeah,
Yes,
I would imagine.
Who catches more fish, you or Matt?
I don't know. Matt's down in Rhode Island now. He lives next to a pond, so I'm sure he's out there. I'm sure he's out there with his pole. But I like the ocean. I don't mind the lake, but go out there ocean fishing. There's a lot of good. Right, just in that sound, Long Island Sound, there is so many different species of fish in there. I love going out there and awesome. Not knowing what you're going to catch at times. Sometimes it's something that's you're going to throw right back, or something you're going to bring on board.
Okay, now, since you've lived here and we've adopted you, I'm curious, have you been to all of 6 states at this point? You've been in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, you've been to all of them? Mass, Rhode Island?
We just did for our 15th year, we did a road trip for the foundation, since we cover all New England states. And, we did, over a year, we visited, all 6 states.
Wonderful.
So
I love that. So then you're going to have
time.
a very good answer for this. Could you please rank in order your favorite New England states, 1 through 6?
Oh my gosh, that's tough.
The whole world is watching.
Yeah, I know, it's tough.
And judging your answer.
Well, let's see. 1 and 2, of course, Mass, Rhode Island, whichever way you want to lean. We almost moved here 10 years ago. My kids went to school in Rhode Island, so we basically should have bought here 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But we didn't. And we decided to just drive and waste gas. That's all.
Yeah. Would have had a serious property value increase in this area.
Then I have to think. Let's see. I'm outdoorsy, so I like New Hampshire and Maine.
All right.
I went to school in Connecticut. Connecticut. Some people don't realize how a wide range of Connecticut. You could be by the ocean, or you can be by the Midwest, and it's a little different atmosphere. But it was great to be there. And then also, I would say, which one am I missing?
Vermont.
You'd have Vermont. You'd have Vermont at 6. You'd have Mass, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Maine.
Well, hold on. Right. Rhode Island, Mass. He said either or. Give Rhode Island some credit. Mass gets a lot of love.
Yeah, because it's bigger, man.
Yeah.
I still don't know.
I got to give Rhode Island love. Because
Yeah. See?
There's a great.
It's his list.
There's a great Italian.
But he didn't move here.
Great Italian group here in Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love coming out here, hanging out the hill, go to some restaurants, and there's some good delis that remind me of my hometown on every corner. You know, growing up, you see the supersod and the prosciutto hanging from the ceiling, and I love that. And you just can't. Well, you sweating? Got some meat sweats.
As soon as you start
meat
talking
sweats.
food,
Got the meat
everyone
sweats
knows.
already, yeah?
Hey,
Yeah,
I need an Italian right now.
I got some prosciutto fermenting in my car right now.
That's the best place for it, honestly. It's gonna be delicious.
I hope so.
So this will lead us into our next question then. It doesn't have to be just like your favorite, but what are some of your favorite New England foods? Or is there any that were like new to you when you moved here from New York? Like did you eat chowder growing up, or was it Manhattan red chowder?
Manhattan red.
Yeah.
No, like the white better. Yes. So, as I said, adopted New England.
Yeah.
Let's see. Definitely some lobster. I know love the ocean, but didn't really mid-class family, father, cop. It was pasta, bread, and chicken,
whatever could feed
whatever.
4 boys.
Yeah, that's it. 4 boys eating out of house and home. I know I was the biggest, but my brothers aren't too shady behind me, so we're all big guys. But overall, it was lobster. Fell in love with lobster and seafood. I love. Don't make it a lot at home. When I do, it's usually like a summer clam bake or something. But I love cooking and grew up learning from my mom and my grandmothers and everybody around me who loved to cook, and me and my brothers loved to cook too. So
awesome, that's great.
It's great, and even when I go out to dinner, and like usually having fish and something like that, because it's something that I always don't make myself. I'm kind of like, I try different things. If there's a special, I'm going to try a special because that's for some reason that, the chef is making that a special, so it must be good.
Yeah. Right.
That's a fair way to look at it. Yeah.
I think so. And then, a lot of places that I frequent all the time, you want to look at those specials because you probably had everything on the menu already.
Right.
But overall, never fails though. My wife and I will sit down and I'll order something that I never tried before. And it's like this big.
Yeah.
And it's like so small. I'm looking at her plate and she's got like a steak hanging off the plate. I'm like, damn. But then knowing that she's probably not going to finish that.
Yeah. You get 2 dinners.
Yeah, I get 2. Well, that's the worst if you have kids. I mean, you'd be, when the kids don't finish stuff, oh man, that's, free food right there. It's like, come on, pass it down.
Yeah.
Pass it down. You don't want it. But,
awesome. Okay, so how about, are you into New England sports outside of obviously being on the Patriots? Do you get into the Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins at all, or?
I watch them a little bit. If I watch hockey, I love it live.
Yes,
it is definitely better live.
Oh, I love
because I'm gonna have you rank New England sports in order. So I'd like to know, who your favorite is. So I'm going to assume
count Providence Bruins or.
I mean, yes, we can. I mean, we have.
I love going down here.
Yeah.
They have a great venue, and
they do. Yeah,
it's a good atmosphere there. And, going down there and having some fun, and even catching some of the basketball games. But it's a great venue. But fell in love with hockey because it's probably one of the sports that I don't play. But I also fell in love with lacrosse.
Oh, okay, cool.
Big up here in New England.
Yeah, we have our own professional sports team now, right? Don't we? In New England? I forget the name of it.
Boston,
the Cannons.
Cannons. There we go. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So my son is a lacrosse player at Quinnipiac.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
He's pretty good then.
Yes,
QU's a good school for lacrosse.
Yeah, D1 program, MAC division, and he loves it. He's hardcore. He loves the sport, and some of the times you see him out there getting whacked. And
what position does he play?
He plays LSM, so he's a long stick midi. So he's a runner. He's
an athlete, but he wants to beat the hell out of people.
He got it from my wife.
He got the footwork from you.
Maybe the footwork. That's right. He's got these long. I mean, his old coach used to call him a gazelle because he ran down the field. He looked like a gazelle running with the long legs, and he was
the
fast.
perfect LSM.
And he's
perfect build.
He's got the shoulders for me. He's wide up top, but he loves it. He splits time with another great player, both the same age, and on and off, and they're always running on and off. But it's hysterical sometimes. I learned it from his age, from first grade when he started playing. So my oldest started playing in 5th grade, but he was younger, and he wanted to play. So I got it okayed for him to play in 1st grade with the older kids. And it was pretty funny. I got some old pictures of him, and he's like this big. He was a little runt. And then, 4th graders towering over him. Yeah. But he never shied down. He loved it. He's still that same drive and determination out there for Quinnipiac, and, fights every time. I was down in New York City yesterday at Manhattan College, and he took a run down the field. He stays on with when the transition comes, and waits for the transition, if you know lacrosse, and he gets the ball, takes a shot, and scores yesterday. And
that's awesome.
That's a dream come true for an LSM.
Oh yeah,
that's huge.
He shot one early in the season, but got blocked, and then. Yesterday he scored. I was screaming and yelling.
Oh, I would have freaked out.
My parents were there with me, and they drove up, and and they're like, "Oh, what happened? What happened?" They scored. Yeah. And I said, "That was Thomas. That was Thomas. Oh my gosh, Thomas!"
Because you don't, as an LSM, you don't get too many breakaways, so he must have been moving.
He was. Oh yeah, he was moving right down the middle, and nobody covered him.
Yep.
So it was great. And then,
that's great.
That's awesome.
So then we're gonna put cannons on there.
Cannons,
then.
Cannons,
you gotta put
Bruins. I played baseball for a long time, too, as a kid, and I kind of got sick of it a little bit. And, I grew up a Yankees fan, of course, New York, but...
Boo.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, a little cough.
I couldn't help but my grandmother would scream and yell at the TV.
You're a New Yorker, I get it.
She was hard of hearing, and she had that TV blasted. And you can't talk to her when the Yankees were playing. She'll cuss you out. And then... I love that. Don't bother her. And, grew up that way, but... Since coming up here, being here in New England, and watching the Sox, going to the games, and getting to know a lot of those players in the early 2000s, and what they accomplished after all the years.
Yeah, great couple of guys to know, I would imagine.
Even though I was watching the World Series, but great group of guys that come back from 3 down and win that year. That was a triumph. That's
amazing.
Yeah, that's like that's New England.
That's it right there.
That's a triumph. That's how many.
28-3. Just putting it out there.
28. Oh,
we love a good comeback story.
Well, we had a couple early in the days. I was there for that one. I was watching, but that was an amazing thing. And I remember telling people, I said, "Listen, hey, if Matt Ryan can do it, we have Tom Brady.
Yeah,
and I know Tom, and he's not gonna just lay up and lay an egg right now. He's competitive. He wants to be out there, and he's going to do everything he can to get this team in the end zone every chance he can."
That's right, and that's why we have such sports delusion here in New England, and we're all just crazed fans.
You are. I mean, what you say, 3rd grade in 01 when we won? And,
yeah, 3rd grade. I've literally only known winning for the Patriots.
Spoiled.
You're screwed. You're
watching
spoiled.
you win Super Bowls, and then
so I tell my kids, you guys don't know how it is, and I said, you're learning it now because of the transition and the turnover, but it happens, and
crazy.
It's different, but you guys like your age group and
the most insane Boston sports run in history.
The 20 years.
Yeah.
3 with the Pats. 3 with the Pats.
Well,
2 with the Red Sox, or 1 with the Red Sox, and then
the Red Sox. Bruins won. Celtics ended up winning.
Celtics won one. Yep. So, all of our teams won a championship, in in our youth.
Still winning. I mean, Celtics won last year.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yep.